Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will be having our lecture number 11. Uh, that is in continuation of machining operation. Let me share my screen. In previous lecture, we discussed different machining operations, turning operation and integrated operations, perform time calculation of turning operation, uh, then engine lathe, then how to select a lathe machine, parameters, methods for holding the work in lathe, other lathe machines. Uh, Today we'll be going to have boring operation. Now, the boring operation is somewhat similar to turning operation because in this process we also use a single point tools that is attached against a rotating work parts. Now, the boring is the process is used to enhance the diameter of an existing hole. So, if you have a hole of some diameter d, so you are going to enhance the diameter of that hole, so the boring operation will be performed. That is the major difference between boring and turning, is that boring is performed on inside diameter of an existing hole, while turning is performed on outside of diameter of the existing hole. In turning, you are going to reduce the diameter of an existing cylinder, while in boring you are going to increase the diameter of hole of an existing hole. In effect, boring is internal turning operation. Now, one more thing, what is the difference between boring and drilling? So, drilling is used to create a new hole, while boring is used to increase the diameter of an existing hole. In effect, boring is an internal turning operations. Machine tool that is used to perform the boring operations are called boring machines, and these boring machines may be available in horizontal as well as vertical, and they refer to orientation of axis of rotation of machine spindle. So you can see that this is a picture of horizontal boring machine. Now, in this first picture, that is represented as boring bar on tool post. Now, this boring bar is attached on a tool post, and we just give the feed motion to this boring bar. Clear? The cutting tool is attached internally to the hole, and this workpiece is attached with this spindle, and spindle rotates. So spindle rotates, and this boring tool is given feed motion, so it moves linearly to the axis of rotation. So and the chuck rotates. So in this way, the material is removed from this internal surface and the diameter is enlarged. Now, in this example, the boring bar between the center. So you can see now the workpiece is on table. You can see this workpiece is on table, and table can have feed motion in this direction. And the boring tool or boring bar is attached between the center. Now, this rotates and this whole tool rotates while the table is given feed. So due to the rotation of cutting tool, the cutting process occur, and due to the feed motion of this table, the cutting perform in this direction parallel to the axis of rotation. So that is a horizontal boring machine, but these are the arrangement that in first type you have seen that the cutting tool is given feed motion, while here the table is given feed motion and the cutting tool rotates. between the center. So this is the arrangement of horizontal boring machine. Now vertical boring machines. We have also vertical boring machine. This is a diagram or a picture of the vertical boring machine. You can see that this is the side columns. These are the tools that are attached. This is one tool. This is another tool. This is also a tool head in which you can attach the tool. So this is the cross. This is the cross rail. The tool can be moved cross as well. Tool can be moved up and downward. This is the work part, and this is a rotated table. So this table rotates and the workpiece rotates, and with the help of these side columns or tool heads, you can adjust your cutting tool and perform the boring operation. So here you can see that the diameter of the workpiece is large as compared to its length. That is why it is used. In vertical boring mills. These vertical boring mills are also known as BVT, boring vertical turrets. Now coming toward drilling operation. Drilling operation is generally used to create a new hole in a work parts. So you must have a drill machine for that operation to be performed. That in contrast with boring, I have already told you that the major difference between drilling and boring is that drilling is used to create a new hole, while boring is used to enlarge an existing hole. The drilling operation is performed on a cutting tool that is known as drill or drill bit, a rotating cylinder tool which has two cutting edges on its working edge. So this is a drill bit having a cylindrical tool, and there are two cutting edges. These are the two cutting edges that are used in cutting operation, and they are customarily performed on a machine that is known as drill press. So this is your drill bit, this is your workpiece, and you are going to feed the tool perpendicular to this surface. Cutting condition is actually the time calculation for drilling operation. Before going to cutting condition, let's discuss the few terminologies that are used in drill bits. So this portion, which is from here to this point, this is known as shank length, and this tapered shank. Why the shank is tapered? Because you have seen in your lab that this shank is tapered due to because there is a holding procedure for this drill bit, so that must be tapered, because in tapered it will hold the tool in a good possible way. So this is the shank length. This portion is known as neck. This is from this point to this point. This is the whole drill body, and in drill body, you know that this is the point, dead point. This point is the dead point. Okay, and the angle between this is the cutting edge. This is the cutting edge, and this is the cutting edge. So angle between these two cutting edges is known as point angle, theta, and it is usually 120 degree or 118 degree. And this portion which is known as fluid there, and this edges is known as margin here. So let's discuss the cutting condition or time calculation for drilling. So I will share I will stop sharing this. Let me share my whole screen so that I can able to share the book. Now you can easily see the cutting conditions in drilling operation. All these things are same as we discussed in previous lecture of lathe machine. All the parameters are same. So let's see here. Now the cutting the spindle speed, which is represented by N, is the same as we discussed in previous lecture. That is N is equal to V over pi D, where N is the spindle speed, V is the cutting speed, and D is the diameter, drill diameter. Clear? So again, there is another term FR that is used same as in we discussed previously that Fr is equal to Nf, where Fr is feed rate, N is the spindle speed, and F is the feed, where feed having ratio having units millimeter per revolution and feed rate having unit millimeter per minute or second. Clear? So these two formulas are same. So you kindly go and read these paragraphs. The rest things are same. Now here let me discuss two other things. We have different type of holes. The first one is uh, through hole. Through hole means the hole that is through across the body of the workpiece, that is through hole, and the blind hole is that hole which is up till certain depth d. So this is the through hole and this is the blind hole. So you can calculate time for both through hole as well as blind hole. Again, the time calculation formula here will be, actually in previous we discussed L over FR. So here you can see that L is, now you can see that Tm is equal to T plus A over FR. Now T is the thickness of the workpiece and A is the approach allowance. Now this is A, approach allowance, because tool have to travel this distance also. So total length will be A plus T. So where Tm is machine timing, T is the work thickness, Fr is the feed rate, and A is approach allowance that account for drill point angle, represent the distance the drill must feed into the work before reaching the full diameter. Okay. So this approach allowance is represented by formula A is equal to 0.5 d tangent of 90 minus theta by 2, where this theta is the point angle and it is usually 120 degree or 118 degree. So if you have d, the diameter of hole, and point angle, you can calculate the approach allowance. So once you get approach allowance, all the values available over here, you can put them in the formula and you can calculate the time for machining. Okay. This formula is for through hole. Clear? Now coming toward blind hole, the formula is same, but here this instant of hole thickness T, you will have to give the value of D, which is depth. Rest things are same. D plus A. Here T plus A. Here you will have D plus A. So rest the formula is same. Now the rate of material removal is represented by RMR, which is equal to pi by 4 d square into FR. So if all you have to do is you will be having the value of D and FR, and you will have to put it in this formula and calculate rate of material removal. At the end of chapters, there are certain problems related to time calculation for drilling operation. Kindly go to that problems and solve them. If you have any problem, you can ask. Okay, we will come back to our major topic. Let me share the screen. Okay, so these are the formula. N is equal to V over pi by D. MRR is represented by pi by 4 d square into FR, and FR is equal to NF, and TM is equal to, for through hole, T plus A divided by FR, and TM for blind hole is D plus A divided by FR. This is the through hole versus blind hole. So through hole is that hole in which drill exists the opposite side of the work. So the drill comes out to the other side of the workpiece, while in blind hole, drill does not exit work on opposite sides. So this is thickness, this is the approach allowance, and this is the point angle, and this is diameter of drill bit, or which you are going to drill in that part, and this small d is depth of hole for blind hole. Now there are many operations that are related to drilling operation, which are reaming, tapping, counter boring, counter sinking, centering, and spot facing. We will discuss each of them. Now reaming. Now reaming is a machining operation that is used to slightly enlarge a hole, or you can say it is used for surface finishing of an existing hole, so that it provide better tolerance on diameter and improve surface finish. The tool that is using to perform reaming operation is known as reamer, and that has straight fluids. In drilling operation, you have twist fluids, while in reaming you have straight fluids, and these fluids are used in order to allow the chips to move in these directions. The second operation is tapping operation. Now, tapping operation is used to create the threads in internal diameter of hole. So it is used to provide internal screws thread on existing hole, and the tool that is used to create the threads in internal surface of a cylinder, that is known as tap. So this is the example of tap. Counter boring. Counter boring is actually a stepped hole. Uh, that is a step. You can see this is a larger hole and this is the smaller hole. So that is stepped hole in which larger diameter of the hole is followed by a smaller hole. So that is why we use counter bores, because in many cases we have bolts that have head. So this portion is used to seat the head of bolt, and rest the bolt is inserted in this hole. So that is used to seat bolt head into hole. Similarly, we have countersink. Countersink is also a step hole step hole in which larger diameter is followed by a smaller. You can see this is a smaller diameter and this is the larger, but here the larger hole is tapered. Clear? So there it is also used to seat the head of some screws. Now centering. Centering is used to create the center of any part. For example, if you are going to perform turning operation, for that you have to identify its center, and for dead or live center you have to create the drill center or center. So for that purpose you perform center drilling. Now spot facing. Spot facing is used to flat this surface of the part. So these are all the process that is performed using drilling machines. We have different type of machine tools that are used for drilling machine. We have upright drilling machine, we have bench drilling machine. Upright drilling machine is the simplest one, that stand on the floor. Bench drill machine, these are similar but smaller and mounted on a table or bench. These are the radial drill press. You can see this is a radial arm which can be rotated around its column, and there is a head in which you can mount twist drill, and this can be moved in or out. So this is a large drill press designed for large part. Head can be positioned at a significant distance from the column to accommodate large working tables. So this head can be accommodated from this to this anywhere according to your required working operation. Now we have gang drilling. We have a drill machine in which there are series of drill heads are available, and if you have multiple drilling operation ranging from smaller hole to the larger hole, so you can pass them in, instead of going to separate machine, you can pass them in a row in order to achieve your desired working. So that is the example of gang drilling. We have multiple spindles also. You can see there are multiple spindles. So, and this is a workpiece, so you can perform drilling operation using multiple spindles, and each spindle will have a separate diameter. So based on your requirement you can use that spindle for the drilling operation, and you can also use them simultaneously. CNC turret drilling machine. We have also CNC, computerized numerical control turret drilling machines, which can be operated by using GNM codes. So this is a typical example of CNC turret drilling machine. Now, work holding for drill presses. How we clamp the work in drill presses? We have wise, we have fixture, we have drill jigs. So wise is generally you have seen in many labs, just like a bench wise. These are the same wise that are general purpose work holder with two jaws. Fixtures. Fixture are work holding device that is usually custom designed for particular work part. This fixture can be designed to achieve higher accuracy in positioning the part, faster production rate, and greater operator convenience in use. Drill jigs, that is similar to fixture but also provides a mean of guiding tools during drilling. So you can see uh, this is a press fit drill bushing uh, that is created using drilling operation. We have this also a part. You have seen that this is the work part. This is the example of jig, and this is the fixture. Clear? So that is how we can uh, hold our piece on drill presses. So that was all about today's lecture number 11. In coming lecture, we will discuss milling operation, type of milling operation. We have peripheral milling and face milling as two major type of milling operation. Then we have subtypes of milling operations. We will discuss each of these milling operation, and that will be our lecture number uh, 12. So we will discuss later this lecture. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you.